You want to know why the world is suffering the way it is and why people are suffering the way that they are? Because we are not respecting the mother. We are not respecting the goddess. We are not respecting the feminine aspect of God. So that's Mother Nature, right? The ocean, nature. We're literally made up of nature herself. And we're so disconnected from her. Do y'all know if we put our feet on the ground, we literally will decrease inflammation in the body. We will decrease anxiety, feelings of depression, and all sorts of things. The earth is a negative charge and our body is in a positive charge. And so when we connect the two, we create balances within ourselves. It's called grounding. A lot of us are so ungrounded, right? Because we don't even, a lot of people don't even know that we need to ground, right? Literally just putting your feet in the grass can bring this healing benefits. It can help to heal your organs. It can take away headaches. It can balance all of your energy to just simply put your feet on the earth. We're literally made up of 70% water, 70 to 80% water. That is literally the ocean. A lot of people are freaking dehydrated. You want to know a fun fact about dehydration? When you don't drink enough water, the symptoms shows up as anxiety, depression, and sometimes a desire to unalive, right? We need Mother Nature so much, and that's just a macrocosm. That's a microcosm of the bigger picture, the macrocosm of the fact that we have been honoring in this society only the masculine aspect of God, but they have, and I'm not, when I say toxic patriarchy, that's definitely not talking about all men, because all men are not toxic, right? But I'm talking about the people who, you know, came over and colonized spiritualities that honored the goddess, such as, you know, indigenous cultures. I want to say Native American, but a lot of our ancestors don't really like the word Native American. They prefer indigenous, you know, or, you know, African, or, you know, just people who were indigenous. They honored the goddesses. Like, even in Hindu culture, they honor different gods and goddesses. In African culture, they honor different gods and goddesses. And people are just so confused because information has been so hidden. It has been so, it's been so many lies to control a narrative. That's why they say history is his story. The person who won tells the story. But there's so many voices that are unheard, right? Fortunately, you have people like me and people like you, if you meditate, who can literally journey into the Akashic field, into the Akashic records through meditation, and you can literally recover the truth. We don't even really need to have physical books. Like, we can have books, which is amazing. Like, yes, let's read books, but you can literally meditate and all of the answers are within you, because we are all connected through something that's called the collective unconscious, through the Akashic field, the Akashic records, you know. And please do your research on everything I'm saying before you know, write something off. I want you to actually go on Google, go to the library, just wherever you do your research, and please look up some of the things that I'm saying to you right now. There's so many different goddesses that we need. We need the goddess right now. We need her, right? The mother wound is so prominent in both men and women right now. The mother wound. Why do you think so many relationships are failing right now? And this is not saying that the father wound isn't present, right? Because that is too. I mean, let's be honest. When you don't have the mother, the father is imbalanced, right? Men and women, we need each other. Masculine and feminine energies, we need each other. We need to be balanced. That's why with the yin yang symbol, it's literally the black side, which is yin, which is feminine energy, with a little dot of white, which is that little masculine energy that balances out the women, or balances out the, you know, the predominantly feminine person. And then you have the white side, which is yang, masculine energy, with a little dot of, you know, feminine, which is that little bit of yang, that little bit of yin. the issue is that because there's been so much imbalance and there's been so much abuse and complete disrespect and disregard for the feminine, it forced women to be in their masculine, right? But not all women are like that, right? So for me personally, my energy is very attractive to men because I am their polar opposite, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are always healthy enough to be a safe space for me, right? A woman, the feminine energy is the ocean. The masculine energy is the structure that contains her, right? Doesn't control her, holds a space for her to be the nurturer, the nourisher, the intuition, the depth, right? The ethers, the cosmos, the emotion, right? The feminine energy is the home. The masculine energy is the house. The home provides the nourishment, the comfort. But the house, it needs to be sturdy. It needs to be stable, right? So if you are the masculine energy and you're not stable and you're not sturdy, the home is just exposed to all sorts of elements. And then it forces the woman to become the home and the house. And then the masculine is wondering why she no longer needs him or makes him feel needed, because she had to figure out how to operate on her own. Right? Does this make sense to y'all? I understand this on a very, very multi-dimensional level, so I can literally explain this in like multiple ways, you know, but I'm just really trying to get across to y'all the energy. Now, the reason for the imbalance is literally because the goddess has not been present. So the women a lot of the times don't even know that they're freaking walking goddesses, honey, unless they're my clients, unless they're, awake and aware of who they are, because all of my clients know that they are freaking goddesses, honey. Okay? But the men, they have God within as well. But if you're operating in your lower nature, you're operating from your ego, that's not God. Ego is of fear. God is love. The opposite of love is fear. So if you're operating from your ego all the time, you're operating the opposite of love. That's not God within. A woman cannot submit to your ego all the time. She wants to submit to the God within because she knows that you are being guided by a higher power that you're connected to, that you have within yourself. You know what I'm trying to say? So we really need to tap back into our God, goddess energy. We need to understand and learn more about each other. And we need to do this learning, not necessarily from little YouTubers who are just teaching masculine and feminine energy from a very third dimensional perspective, which is they're using it for manipulation and mating, right? When it's not a whole, it's not holistic. It's not holistic. A lot of the teachings out here, and a lot of people, they watch like a little video and then they start talking online and just sharing stuff that is just making, confusing the masses. The masses is just so confused right now, right? And I'm not making this video to say, hey, I know everything, but one thing that I do know is that I am connected to higher realms, and I am connected to ancient energy that is being grounded on this earth. A part of my purpose, my body, my spirit is on this earth at this time to ground frequencies from ancient times through ancient goddesses who I work with, and ancient gods, Shango, right? My father, Orisha, right? Anubis. I believe in God too. I believe Jesus is real too. God, it's all about perception. You know, we all have our, Allah is real too, Buddha is real too, but, and so is Mary Magdalene, so is Mother Mary, so is Lilith, who was actually Adam's first wife, not Eve, but they didn't want to put that in there because then that would make women feel a little bit more empowered. So they took Lilith out, turned her into a demon, and, you know, programmed women to be submissive to their husbands, which there's nothing wrong with being submissive.
In 1 mile, turn left onto Hampton Boulevard.
You know, there needs to be some balance there, buddy. You know what I'm saying? You can't submit to somebody who's beating on you. That's not okay. And a lot of people, you know, a lot of these women, they were programmed to be something that they're not, and they're operating from this. It's so hard being an old soul on this earth right now, because people are just so ill-informed. People are so ill-informed, and not everybody. There's a lot of geniuses out here. There's a lot of brilliant people. There's a lot of awakened people. Most people who are watching this video, y'all are some of those people. Like, I feel like I'm for the people who are chosen, to be awakened this lifetime. If you're watching this video, you are definitely chosen, right? And if you are my client, you are definitely, most likely you're a star seed too, because I'm literally here for y'all. Like, I'm on this earth right now to be a guide for you specifically, right? But, you know, for us old souls, it's a little exhausting sometimes being on this earth with with certain people, because, you know, y'all don't operate on the frequency of love, and it's just uncomfortable, because I'm not the type of person that wants to lie, cheat, steal.
Go past this light. Then at the next one, turn left.
I'm not the kind of person that wants to steal and kill and be mean and, you know, all of that. Like, unless you harm me or
at the light, use the left 2 lanes to turn onto Hampton Boulevard.
I hear my GPS. I'm feeling this while I'm driving. Oh, y'all, I'm going to a dance show. I'm very excited about it. I went to an improv show last night. I've been doing more stuff. I love art, so I've been doing like more art stuff. But yeah, so those are some things that makes life worth living and exploring, is like art and all the things. So I'm gonna definitely not only talk about the things that is crappy about this earth plane, there's some good stuff too. But all this to say, y'all, I just wish people would just meditate more and, you know, tap into their goddess energy. And
in 2.2 miles, make a U-turn at 45th Street.
This freaking thing is like really talking, but I'm grateful, honey, because I don't really know my way around just yet. So thank you, GPS. So anywho, if you have gotten this far in this video, you is basically my friend. Like, we're really connected in some way. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching this video. My prayer is that we all meditate more, and that we be kinder to each other, that we learn to love ourselves, that we study the ancient gods and goddesses, we work with the ancient gods and goddesses. Because if y'all need to watch American Gods, watch American Gods, honey. Go ahead. Okay, get some, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just sending lots of love. I'm about to pull up to my destination. Oh, it's so many boats right here. Boats. I don't know why I want to say boats and hoes, but I really like the movie Step Brothers. It was kind of funny. But anyway, all right, y'all, I gotta go. But I love you. Thank you for listening. Bye.